Chelyabinsk streamer Alexei Sidorov will spend 2 months in jail. This decision was made on April 12th by the court. The day before, he was detained on charges of incitement to terrorism. According to investigators, during his broadcast, the man called on Ukraine to attack the Kremlin. A Krasnoyarsk university fired an employee after she was fined under an article about discrediting the army. The reason was her anti-war comments on social networks. In the dismissal order, the leadership of the Siberian Institute of Business, Management and Psychology indicated she was fired on the basis of legislation on education and countering extremism.
By the way, I have no disciplinary sanctions, only gratitude and encouragement, but it doesn't matter when it comes to dissent. Natalia Podolyak, fired sports club manager, in a comment to UATV Info.
The Preobrazhensky District Court of Moscow fined the programmer Ilya Vasilyev for 40,000 rubles. He published statements and photographs on his VKontakte, Russian social network page, in which, according to the investigation, he discredited the Russian army and called for obstruction of the so-called special operation. These publications were discovered by an operative of the Federal Security Service Directorate in February. The court found Vasilyev guilty of discrediting the Russian army.
Vasilyev Ilya distorted and discredited the tasks of using the armed forces of the Russian Federation, which are used on the basis of generally recognized principles and norms of international law, from the decision of the Preobrazhensky District Court of Moscow.
The Kalininsky Court of St. Petersburg is considering the case of Viktoria Petrova. The girl is accused of spreading fakes about the armed forces of Russia due to posts on her social networks. She faces up to 10 years in prison. Rus news journalist Maria Ponomarenko in the Krasnoyarsk detention facility is refused to receive parcels. In February, the journalist was sentenced to 6 years in penal colony. She was found guilty under the article about fake because of the post about the destruction of the drama theater in Mariupol. I was there yesterday. Useless. Got here today for the second time. Useless. However, they told me nothing yesterday, and today they said that Maria here, at least in SIZO 1 and Krasnoyarsk. We are waiting for her to leave the colony. We will send our parcels there. An accountant who wrote pro-Ukrainian posts and reposted anti-Russian statements by Laima Vaikule was detained in Kabardino-Balkaria. He had entire collections of current events with the Ukrainian flag on the cover in his Instagram, which is banned in Russia. Now he is suspected of rediscrediting the army. Islam Mambetov faces up 5 years in prison. Slightly different methods are applied to people from different fields. Someone is more rigidly persuaded to be loyal, obedient. Someone is less rigidly persuaded. But the essence is the same. Everyone should be loyal, obedient, trump all sorts of Putin's ideas, adventures and so on. But this is, in fact, a totalitarian society. According to the OVD Info publication, 66 court hearings on political criminal cases will be held in Russia in the next 7 days. Reported by Pavlo Shtelmach, Natalia Husak, Volodymyr Shtengelov, UATV News.